I almost gave up. I was frustrated and struggling, but it turned around. And I'm excited to share with you guys my story. But I will tell you this, I've never made money this easy before in my life. Check it out. What's up, y'all? Sheldon Harris here, your Kingdom Coach. Listen, y'all, it is my first YouTube video on my new channel, Your Kingdom Coach, and it is currently June 21st. It's crazy how fast time goes. It is June 21st, 2024, and I'm excited to share with you my story about how I got started with MRR. Let me rewind a little bit, and I don't want to make the story too long because I don't want to bore you, but it is a pretty crazy story as to what God did with us. So I rededicated my life in 2009, and from that moment, I've been on fire for God. I have a wife and 5 children, and I got into the ministry in 2009, and the Lord just continued speaking to us about our future and about wealth and about opportunities that would come. And I have always dreamed to be a police officer since I was a little kid. So in 2015, I became a police officer for the Columbus Police, and I was a pastor at the exact same time. I was having such an amazing time enjoying the opportunity that God had presented. We were making 6 figures. We got our first home. I had my first dream sports car, and everything was going great. And then all of a sudden in 2019, God began to stir our heart that something was about to happen in Tampa, and he needed us to come here to plant a church. And we left everything that we had, and we did it in faith. We left our family, we left our home, we left our finances, and we literally came here on nothing. And if I could be honest with y'all, it was not an easy transition. When we got here, we didn't have a job, we didn't have friends, we didn't have family, we didn't really have anything to stand on. But what God did was he thrusted us into entrepreneurship. And so I've really been coaching since I've been saved, but I've never coached professionally. I've never done it as a business. I've never done it to get paid. And I remember the first course that I put together was called Come Forth. And it really stirred in me really from an event that took place in around 2013, where the Lord told me to leave my job. And I left my job, and I was making a good amount of money at that time, and my wife wasn't working. So I was the only source of income. But I'll never forget, I'm walking outside of the corporate building, and it was like, as I was walking out, it was a beautiful sky, blue sky, white clouds, beautiful sunny day. And I turn around and I look at this big brown brick corporate building, and it was almost like I could see through it, and I could see there was people working on their cubicles. And I'll never forget, God spoke to me and he said, many dreams will die in their cubicles. And he says, son, do not die in your cubicle. And I remember he took me back to when Peter was walking on water, and it was like I was there. And he said, son, everybody talks about Peter walking on water, but nobody talks about the ones who stayed on the boat. He said, I want you to go, and I want you to get the ones who were on the boat, the ones who are afraid, the ones who have doubt, the ones who have insecurities. That I want you to get them off of the boat. So I started this course called Come Forth. And my first course, I made $22,000 in one day. It literally blew my mind. But I was on Zoom all the time, and I started getting burnt out planning a church on Zoom. I was doing coaching on Zoom, and I was zoomed out. So I was like, God, there's got to be a better way. There has got to be a better way. And that's when the cap broke open, and it was like the ceiling just lifted off, and it was like MRR. I started seeing all this stuff about MRR. And if you don't know what MRR is, it means master resale rights. It blew my mind. I had a new course that I was putting together, and it was literally an MRR course without me even knowing it. Now, for most of you, you might not know what MRR is. It's master resale rights. And what it means is it gives you the right to sell a product that you did not create, and you get 100% profit. It's crazy. A product that I have created, you get to take and get 100% profit for selling that product. And so as I begin to put this course together, creativity just began to flow. And I remember when I launched it in the beginning of June, I made about $5,000 in 2 weeks, and my mind was blown. I had just started this thing and it's already started growing. And so I wanted to get on here today just to record the beginning stages of this journey of MRR. I've been doing courses for a long time. I've been counseling for a long time. I've been coaching for a long time. And now I'm excited that not only do I get to create a course, but I get to help people to grow in financial freedom. I get to help people develop passive income. I get to help people develop the mindset that they need so that they can walk in their purpose. I meet so many people every day that are struggling fulfilling their purpose. They know that there's more on the inside of them, but they just don't know how to get there. They know that there's a business on the inside of them, but they just can't get there. I deal with people who are insecure. I deal with people who are self-sabotaging themselves. I deal with people who negative self-talk. And this is the thing I'm learning, is that sometimes it's not the haters, it's not the people around us. A lot of times it's not even the enemy, y'all. If we could be really honest, come closer. If we can be really honest, our biggest hindrance to our future is ourselves. Come on, I could drop the mic right there and walk away, because you know it's true. Some of our biggest hindrances and the reasons we're not walking into our future is because of how we think. And not only how we think, but how we talk to ourselves. We might not talk out loud to ourselves, but the tongue of our mind begins to suppress things that God wants to reveal so he can heal. The tongue of our mind begins to talk us out of the things that God is trying to talk us into. The thoughts in our mind are keeping us out of the door that we've been praying would open. And there's nothing more frustrating than praying for a door to open, but not having the strength to walk through it when it does. And that's what your kingdom coach is. It's going to help you understand everything you need to know about digital marketing, about email funnels, email marketing, automated systems, everything reels, faceless reels, content creation, Canva, why me, so that you can understand why it is you. God chose you in himself before the foundations of the world. Listen, y'all, so many lives are being changed right now. Mindsets are being changed. And not only minds are being changed, but families are being changed. Stay-at-home mothers are finally finding purpose. People are finally finding purpose and leaving their 9-to-5. People now have time to go on vacation, spend time with their kids, afford childcare, afford private schools. It has been life-changing. And I'm so excited for what God is doing, because not only is it changing my family, but it can change your family too. And maybe you don't have a family, but it could set you up to have a family financially. Y'all listen, we live in a world where you can't even buy a box of cereal for less than $7. Y'all listen, I love cereal, but when I go and I'm trying to get me some Cinnamon Toast Crunch and I see a $7.89 and almost $9, I'm like, listen, the money's got to come up. You hear me? Some of you know what I'm talking about. Insurance is expensive. Car loans are expensive, y'all. It is only getting more expensive. But in this digital world, it has given us an opportunity to create a whole nother stream of revenue just selling digital products. And it's literally been life-changing to me. The evidence and the fast growth that is happening, I want to help you do the same thing. Now, listen, this is not no get-rich-quick thing, but I will tell you this. I've never made money this easy before in my life. I literally wake up with emails saying that money just hit my account because of my automated system. Somebody literally watches me on Instagram and begins to purchase the course so that they can develop passive income. I'm literally taking my son to football and checking my phone with a notification that $500 hit my account. Y'all listen, I have never made money this easy. I have never made money not having to clock in and clock out like this before. It's literally life-changing. And I want you to be a part of my journey. Not only do I want you to be a part of my journey, I want to join your journey in your future success. I want to help you develop the mindset that you need to start your own online business and to help you get started changing your life. Listen, y'all, this is my first one, and I'm so thankful that you're here. Listen, I'm probably going to look back at this 2 years from now and think, what am I doing? But I want you to understand, you've got to just start. The best way that you can stay poor is to start tomorrow. Y'all, the best way that you can stay poor is to have the mindset of starting tomorrow. How many times are you going to say, I'm going to start tomorrow? I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to start tomorrow. Y'all, listen, start now. Yes, you may look back at yourself 2 years down the road and think, what am I doing? But you know what? You started. And so I just want to encourage you. Listen, my link is in the description. If you want more information about your Kingdom Code and you're wanting to start your own online business and start developing passive income, I would love to be your Kingdom Coach and make you a Kingdom Wealth Builder. So listen, follow along the journey. This was not even scratching the surface. I have so much more to share, and I hope you subscribe, like, and click the link below so that you can get started making passive income. Don't start tomorrow, start now. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace.